crack away. If it's not good, I'll just redo it.
Yeah, I'm kind of nervous now. All right, on the spot. Here you go. Amp up, amp up. Welcome back to another episode of Rap Reviews. No, I'm going to hand this over to you.
Didn't like it.
No, never let me be the one who intros this show.
You had it until you just elongated that.
Yeah, it was fine, and then you fucked it. Anyway, welcome back to another episode of Rap Reviews, a show where we dissect rap. And we do it for you because we love you. Even though we might not know you personally, but maybe we will know each other personally one day.
Can we technically say dissect rap?
Yeah, because of that
old mate.
far more successful podcast.
Yeah, far more successful, far more serious.
Yeah, but
we've got to float around that.
You can make the argument that we started
property
at the same time, and we didn't know that show existed. So
yeah,
and dissect is a word in the English language. He or she or they or whatever, whoever this fuck runs this other competitors podcast who are giving free shout outs to.
Yeah, don't listen to Dissect. It's really serious and shit and more successful than us.
Hey, we're serious. Not successful. You got that part right.
That's it. That is true. All right, well, we're doing, believe Lil Kim today.
We are doing a Lil Kim episode. Are you gentlemen familiar with the work of Lil Kim?
Not really. I think the most I know about her is from the film Notorious.
What, when she's like, you want to get some lunch and then they fuck?
Yeah, and then she starts rapping to him, and then he's all like, man, why are you rapping like that? Man, rapping, he's telling her to like soften her voice and whatever else. And she's like, I like to get nasty.
Well, she was in Junior Mafia, which
she was actually a member of Junior Mafia.
Yeah, Junior Mafia.
Okay.
You never know.
I know who Junior Mafia. I didn't realize she was a member.
That's what catapulted her into fame. Oh. Story goes that she was an aspiring MC rapping on some Bedford-Stuyvesant street corner one afternoon, and Biggie Smalls, who's probably the most famous person to come out of Bed-Stuy, was walking down, saw her rapping on the corner, loved what he saw, and was like, I'm going to get you in on this Junior Mafia stuff.
Damn. Yeah.
It's pretty sick.
Yeah.
And she made some really dirty lyrics, she really, generally, from what I remember from her songs.
Yeah.
You could say she was almost a pioneer of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, way before, Cardi B and...
Oh, huge influence on, this generation's women rappers.
Megan Thee Stallions.
Megan Thee Stallion, yeah. Who else?
Nicki Minaj.
Megan Thee Stallion's actually a good
who
rapper.
she actually has beef with.
Oh, really?
Mm.
Oh, shit.
Can we also address the fact that Lil Kim looks like a complete different human being at this point to what she did in the 90s?
Yeah, I think she had a lot of plastic surgery.
Oh, 100%.
Gone through the full Michael Jackson level.
Yeah, like Alien almost. Yeah.
Or Janet Jackson. She also looks very different.
LaToya Jackson is basically Michael, still alive.
Anyway, all plastic surgery aside, we're covering a track today off her first album, Hardcore, which came out in 1996. Biggie, huge influence on her rapping. Also, big presence in the studio. They had an affair while Biggie was married to Faith Evans.
Yep.
In fact, Lil Kim was carrying Biggie's child for a period, but then because of the nature of her being his mistress, decided to abort.
Oh, man. They should have kept that kid. That kid would have been good at rapping.
That kid would have been very talented, but also apparently it was a pretty abusive relationship.
Well, that's less fun.
Biggie pulled a gun on her in the studio, choked her to the point of unconsciousness. Yeah, I think even now she still looks back fondly on Biggie Smalls, I guess because he was the person that gave her this path to fame.
She looks past the assault.
Yeah, well, also Faith Evans had that track about Biggie with Puff Daddy after he passed away. So,
yeah. Well, we don't know. We don't want to speak ill of the dead.
No,
but there's a good chance he might have been a bit of a psycho. Who knows?
They don't really paint him in the best light in Notorious.
No, not really. Yeah.
Anyway, it's not about Biggie Smalls or his reputation. It's about Lil Kim and her reputation.
We're doing a track called Queen Bitch. I chose this because I think it's probably the best lyrically on the album. Probably not my favorite track off the album, but definitely my favorite in terms of the lyrics that I had a quick glance over.
Yeah, nice.
I'm going to institute again my favorite word of the week.
Oh,
You look disappointed.
I always forget that we have to do word of the week because
look, we've all got different things going on. This is my little addition of flair.
Yeah.
you know the movie Office Space and how they've got to wear the badges. That's how lame and tacky.
Look at this guy. What is his name? He's wearing 26 pieces of flair.
Flair. That's it.
So you want me to put on more flair?
And Jennifer Aniston's like, "Fuck you, fuck your flair."
Word of the week this week is Lucicrino.
Ooh.
Sorry, can I get that again, please?
Lucicrino.
How do you spell that?
Lucci space Creno.
Lucicrino.
You heard the term before?
No.
Lucicrino.
No.
It comes up in a bunch of rap songs.
I don't. What's that? Lucci Red? Wow, what's that? It's got a dope beat. I can't be bothered to figure it out right now. But I've heard Lucci before, but not Crino.
When it comes back to you, interject.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Kill the flow. But Lucicrino just means money, currency, loot, paper, etc., etc.
Right. What are the origins of that? How do you get Lucicrino out of that? It's like Italian or something? Or?
God, you're going beyond what I researched this week.
Okay.
If either of you are able to research that on the fly, I'd be very much appreciative.
it sounds Italian.
Does. It's
Yeah.
probably, I'd say it's maybe mob term. Like that whole era of rappers were
Is like very
heavily
inspired by like the mob. Yeah.
Like, look
very true.
at
Jay-Z.
Biggie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lucky Luciano was a famous gangster. I remember that.
Was he rich?
Yeah, he's rich.
Was he bathing in cash?
I'm sure he made a lot of tax-free dollars. Yeah.
Did he wipe his ass with $100 bills?
I never saw him wipe, nor was I alive when he was. But I'm sure that he did something similar, or at least 4-ply, 5-ply.
If you were,
Is that 5-ply?
if you were
toilet paper?
wiping,
I'm sure there would be.
if you were wiping your ass with cash, would you fold or scrunch it?
I don't think it would change my method.
Yeah, I still fold.
You're a folder.
Yeah, I fold.
Actually,
Yeah.
I sometimes mix it up, come to think of it. I'm normally a scrunch.
Keep
Too
your
much
ass,
jagged edges with the scrunch.
keep your asshole on its toes, hey Ben.
I like to be on edge, yeah. Put the edge on.
Oh, it's Lucchini. This is it. Do you remember that show?
Yeah, I know. I remember this. I know the
Yeah,
song.
that song slaps.
No idea.
But yeah,
Do you want to play a little bit, or will that be like a copyright
We're
infringement?
not talking about that song. We can cover it on another episode.
Yeah,
It
sorry,
is-
but
We'll
that's,
circle back, we'll
that's
circle
what I
back.
got it mixed up with.
Yeah.
Luciano.
But don't know the origins of Lucicrino, so if we're able to somehow get that on the fly as we go along,
I'll see what I can
we'll-
do. We'll circle back.
we'll call our Italian guys and see what we can do.
Yeah,
You are our
get
Italian
them,
guy.
Yeah, that's true.
get them,
You're
get them on,
Maltese. It's pretty fucking
get 'em on
close.
speaker. Verse 1: If Peter Piper pecked him, I bet you Biggie bust him. He probably tried to fuck him. I told him not to trust him.
What did Peter Piper do again?
He picked peppers.
Yeah.
Peppers? Peppers? I literally only know that from that 50 Cent rhyme where it's Peter Piper picked peppers and run rocked rhymes. I'm 50 Cent, I write a little bit, but I pop nines.
Oh, nice, but
Great, but
doesn't really help us here now.
No, it's just, it's a
Yeah.
good one.
It's just an English nursery rhyme and tongue twister. I'm
Yeah.
not sure if the actual Peter Piper part has anything to do with anything at all.
Just a fun way to start the track.
I think she's literally just saying because Peter Piper, like same thing was what 50 did in that line, so maybe it helped. Here we go.
Okay, here we go.
She's saying if Peter Piper's known for picking peppers, then it's like Biggie's known for busting them.
Busting nuts.
Yeah, is that what she means? Because then it says he probably tried to fuck him. Is someone trying to bang Biggie Smalls?
I don't know.
No,
Maybe.
it sounds like Peter Piper is maybe trying to do Biggie dirty.
Oh.
Yes, and he's had to retaliate with some of that classic Biggie Smalls gun holding.
Oh, yeah. I reckon that's definitely it.
And Kim has been the one to warn Biggie about Peter Piper and his untrusty pecking.
Yeah. Behind every great man is a great lady, and that's basically what she's saying.
I guess so, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe a bit of
That was a really
straight.
good way to round that out.
There's like, I looked up on Urban Dictionary the definition of bust. There are 6 different uses here in this one annotation, which is 1 to orgasm, 2 to shoot a gun, 3 to rap, 4 punch somebody in the motherfucking melon, 5 action taken in a car, 6 police action.
Dude, did we literally say exactly that from that last week on the episode?
No, that was the we
What,
did
Big L?
we did the Brockhampton episode that we fucked up. The recording didn't
That's
work.
right. Yep.
Yeah.
We did lose an episode the other week.
That's why we're a bit like a couple of weeks behind. Actually, we
Yeah,
recorded a whole episode that wasn't actually recording properly.
I think it was recording properly. It was an issue with actually saving it.
Yeah,
Anyway, technical difficulties aside.
and we're never doing a Brockhampton song because of that now.
Well, never say never. Never say never.
No,
don't. What happens
They're
if we?
fucking dead to me now.
No. We got to tease people thinking that there'll be a Brockhampton episode coming in the future.
Oh yeah.
Wink.
Oh yeah, I see what you did. Yeah.
Yeah. Lyrically, I dust them off like Pledge. Hit hard like sledgehammers. Bitch with that platinum grammar. I'm a diamond cluster hustler. Queen bitch, supreme bitch.
Shit.
So Pledge is a cleaning product.
Okay.
No lemon pledge.
Yeah.
You guys remember that Family Guy?
No.
See no lemon pledge.
Oh,
maid?
yeah,
the maid. Remember? Like, no lemon pledge.
Man, that is a very, very niche tie-in. I like what's happening in the little like subcockles of your brain.
Yeah, I just always lemon pledge. It was good. It was good. It's funny. Vince Weller, man. She was in heaps of episodes.
Yeah, she's great character.
Great little side character.
Yeah.
Anyway, she's cleaning up bodies after she murders them with a sledgehammer.
Lyrically, so I
Yeah.
think she's talking in the proverbial sense.
Yeah, she's not actually killing people with a sledgehammer.
That her lyrics are so clean and tight that, you know, you can use it as literal disinfectant or whatever the fuck Pledge does.
I think it disinfects.
Maybe. Unconfirmed. Unconfirmed. Bitch with that platinum grammar. The album Hardcore went platinum 2 times platinum.
But how did she know that before she released it?
Because she
That
just has
confidence,
like,
she knows.
faith in her work.
I've been watching that Kanye documentary. He knew he was going to make it off that album. He's like, just let me get that album out and the world's going to see what I can do. And literally overnight.
Is that really? Do you reckon that's like that kind of believe, achieve kind of bullshit, like The Secret? You know,
I
like
think you need to have some,
Like you gotta, like,
law of attraction. I think you
yeah,
need to have
like-
some semblance of that for sure. Otherwise, if you're not thinking, might not necessarily have to think you're the best in the room. I don't think, but if you're not thinking at least that I deserve to be here, then you're probably not going to be there,
yeah.
or for long, if that's the case.
Yeah, because it does seem like a lot of people who are successful do have that mentality. But
Yeah.
I think it's like it seems like bullshit. But maybe if you are like, I'm gonna make it, I'm gonna do it.
And if it's just placebo to drive you along, sure.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's like in either way, it's probably gonna have a positive effect.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
And also, Queen Bitch is a like moniker that she goes by. Oh wait, no, she doesn't go specifically by Queen Bitch. She goes by Queen Bee, and I figure that Queen Bitch is just like a play on Queen Bee.
Whoa, isn't Beyonce now Queen Bee?
Beyonce's probably taken that title for sure,
But she's known as that. People call her that.
Yeah,
don't
that's
they?
true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
But I guess
Kim-
Beyonce is also name, rapper name. You know, name is Beyonce. So B, whereas like
Makes sense.
Yeah,
So
whereas Lil
it's
Kim's just
different,
saying she
like-
like runs the beehive essentially.
yeah, maybe, or she's like a little bitch.
Oh, Queen Bitch is what we said.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Queen
Yep,
Queen
yep,
Bitch.
yep, yep.
Queen Bee, Queen Bitch, whatever, however you want to say it.
Because, like, you know, I think with Beyonce, I don't think you could, she want to be referred to as
No,
Queen
no,
Bitch.
no.
It'd be like more Queen B, like
Yeah.
capital B, Beyonce.
Yeah, I think the
you
only
know?
time she would be was in that video clip. She's like whipping her hair next to the car and talking about the Becky with the good hair, and she's going. And maybe in that context, she might be like, "I'm that bad bitch that you cheated on."
Yeah,
I don't think
yeah.
she necessarily want us to be calling her that. Yeah.
Fuck, by the way, have you seen their fucking Tiffany's ad that they do?
Probably.
Who,
Yeah.
Jay-Z and Beyonce?
Yeah, it's just such a wank.
Yeah, well, that's what they do. Dude. They had a whole album that they like recorded in the Louvre or something.
Oh.
Well, they did a video on the Louvre. I know that.
Oh my god.
I know, dude. I know.
They're
It hurts
just
me
kind of
too.
like, it's like good on them that there's like, there's both really successful independent artists and like they've made a lot of money, but my God, their relationship is just such a fucking circle jerk at a certain point.
I get
Like,
the whole
best thing
idea-
about it is when Solange hit Jay-Z in the elevator.
Yeah.
Other than that, it's like, respect to Solange. But
What's
Yeah, she's a great artist.
So what's your beef with this ad? What's so bad about it?
I can't explain it to you, but it's like Tiffany ads are already a fucking giant wank.
This is the jewelry brand, Tiffany's.
Yeah, Tiffany. But it's just such a douchey, like wannabe avant-garde kind of style ad. It's just like so lofty and isn't really saying fucking anything. And you're like the whole time you're like, what is this for? Is this for jewelry? And then like all like, is it for like perfume? And at the very end it's like Tiffany. And you're like, yeah, all right, go fuck yourself. Why did that have to be fucking 2.5 minutes? And like, listeners at home, Kieran, just watch that fucking ad and you'll be like, oh yeah, go ahead.
See
Wank.
what you understand. Is it kind of like one of those like stereotypical, like trying to be way more than it ought to be?
Yeah, it's like that famous Apple ad where it's like the woman like running down the thing, like in the like dark room with the giant monitor, and there's all these like fucking, it's like kind of futuristic, and then she like swings a sledgehammer and just like breaks the thing, and you're like, what the fuck is this for? And it's just like Apple. And you're like, What?
Because they're disrupting, they're breaking, man.
Yeah, I know, but it's just like, fuck off. Just show me the product and say, like, this is
That's
a new
why
thing.
I love in Silicon Valley when they get pitched, they get shown the ad that the company makes for them, and it's like all about how tables are like bringing diversity and like all this stuff, and it's all centered around the table as a metaphor, and it's like shot with these sunsets and kids playing and stuff, and it's just like innovation table. None of it makes any sense, and at the end it's just like compression Pied Piper.
Yeah, I know. Like, I'm so fucking sick of these ads. Sometimes with banks, it's like you just like, all right, what does this have to do with banking? Just fucking just say, we're a bank, we will take your money and put it in a bank for you.
Yeah.
And you
And
will
give you fuck all interest.
Yeah, we'll give you
Quite a
tiny
lot,
amounts of
yeah.
interest where you might as well fucking put it on your mattress.
And we'll give our dodgy
NAB.
loans to
Boom.
a bunch of people who can't afford it and then create another crisis like we saw in 2008, 2009.
Yeah, like, don't show me like a fucking helicopter pilot is like being like, yeah, every day when I go out there, it's
It's the
hard.
exact ad I was thinking about.
Yeah,
when you
just
brought that up.
when it's just like fucking every day, it's that stormy weather fight. No, anyway,
But that's
Bank
exactly
of Queensland. It's like, what the fuck does this
That's-
have to do with anything?
that's exactly what advertising is to distract you from how fucking evil and corrupt organizations are.
Yeah, but at least make it like,
Yeah, like, at least like
Topical
McDonald's
stuff.
when they're like saying like, oh, we treat our staff really good. We've had many famous employees over the year that have gone on to be incredibly successful, and it's at least showing people in a fucking drive-through is what they'll be doing, what you'll be buying, what you're there for. And then it's like, McDonald's, we changed the world by making it shittier.
You don't need to make Maccas anymore. People are going to buy Maccas
I
regardless.
know.
You know what I mean?
You
Like,
really don't.
No.
Most of these companies that have ads don't even need ads.
Would you like to see like an honest McDonald's ad where it's somebody on the couch at about 2 p.m. on a Sunday afternoon, incredibly hungover from the night before,
Yeah, like,
and contemplating their life decisions while one phone in one hand, box of tissues in the other?
yeah, exactly. Or just like a junkie going in like, hi, it's Mac, it's...
Teenagers
like-
fighting in the car park.
Yeah, exactly.
smoking
You can't,
cigarettes like 13.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Give me some of that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, McDonald's.
A couple
if
of
you're listening,
stoners being like, fuck, let's get some Maccas.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, boom. And then it's like, Maccas. We don't
Gross.
need it.
It's
yeah,
gross.
It's
We
gross,
know.
cunt. You're destroying yourself.
we've had our first like advertiser on the show in Ann Vodka. Maybe we could reach out to Macca's now. I feel like we're on a roll.
It's really stepping up in competition. But
Yeah.
especially after the, they might say it. They might do it.
Somehow we've got to this from Queen Bitch, but
Let's pull it back.
yeah, let's. I enjoyed it.
Kill an N-word for my N-word by any means, bitch. Murder scene, bitch. Clean, bitch. Disease-free, bitch. Check it.
Wow. She's really using the word bitch a lot.
Yeah.
I find. Have you guys noticed that?
4 bitches in 2 lines.
Yeah, that's impressive.
Yeah, that's a big bitch count.
It's a big bitch per capita.
Ding, ding, ding.
Yeah. So she doesn't have any diseases. So when she fucks, she likes to fuck clean men, and she likes to use protection, which is always good. Try to do that.
I feel like that's really fitting for the era. Seems that like
AIDS crisis.
yeah,
Yeah.
being clean was like almost as
It was a flex.
yeah,
yeah.
for
Yeah.
sure. I write a rhyme, melt in your mouth like M&Ms, roll with the MAFIA. Remember them?
So they split by this point? Were they done? Did they have one album, Junior Mafia, and that was it? I think.
I think so, yeah. But I think this is post death of Biggie, right? Isn't it?
This was,
Oh, no, he
this came
died
out
in-
1996. I'm not sure.
He died in '97, I think.
Yeah, I think
Tupac died in '96.
I think this was released
95.
while Biggie was still alive.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
I think it was just really like a throwback to Junior Mafia's first album, Conspiracy, which wasn't very commercially or critically successful.
Right.
So I think
Did they have more than one album?
again, my research has been poor.
I
for
was
this
always way
episode.
more of a
You're
Jagged
catching-
Edge kind of guy.
You're catching me out here.
Wait, let me do some quick research while you guys talk.
But I think Lil Kim's just doing what I do most episodes and giving like a little tie-in to all of her other
Yeah.
like projects,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
they're like, go back and check it out.
Well, at the time, that was their only album, Conspiracy, and they released one more nearly 10 years later in Riot Music, spelled MUSIK.
There you go.
And then obviously wouldn't have had old Biggest, Smallest in it. Actually didn't even have Little Kim in it, so there you go.
And the Eminem lines, the Eminem line, as I found on Genius, is in reference to a slogan of Eminem's back in the day, which said that the milk chocolate that melts in your mouth, not your hand.
Oh, because it's got that nice hard
that's a good
outer
selling
shell.
point. That's a good ad.
That's a good ad.
marketing.
It's accurate.
Yeah.
It's accurate, and it's what fucking it makes you want to have some M&Ms.
Exactly.
There
They've
you
always
go.
had great marketing M&Ms.
They have.
Their ads are amazing.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Those two
Get in the bowl.
those-
The two dudes at the checkout.
yeah. Those characters in themselves have become so iconic.
Yeah.
Like you can just have them talking for a bit and having that kind of thick New York accent. You're like, M&M, fun. I want some M&Ms.
So simplicity is what gets through to you.
Yeah, but just be who
Just
you
honest.
are. Like,
Just get to the point.
Bit of authenticity.
if you're going to be funny, if you're going to create some funny characters, and that's going to probably help. But
Yeah.
at the end of the day, those characters are giant M&Ms. Like we're never diverting from the fact that they're chocolate and we want to eat chocolate.
But is it M&Ms that have gone down the full like woke path and like have all of these M&M characters who represent like various racial minorities?
I don't think so. Wait, is this a thing?
Yeah, I don't know.
Are
Like,
you pitching this? Or is this
I'm not pitching this. I think this is a real thing that, again, I've just seen very fleetingly on the internet and people kind of like mocking M&Ms for a period for doing it.
Well,
I thought this would have sparked some conversation. You might have been able to fill in my blanks.
Well, I've
but-
seen a recent M&M commercial, and it was still just the two dudes. And the only other thing they do now is when they brought in like the green flavor. I don't know if it was mint or what it was.
Yeah.
But they had like the lady coming in all sexy with the lips and the legs, and she was like the green M&M, and they're like wolf whistling at her and stuff. So if anything,
It's
maybe
still-
they're regressive. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, and like the yellow one's always been like pretty much like a bit mentally.
He's on-
He's
yeah.
like on the spectrum. He's always like die. Like,
Basically Patrick Star, but in M&M
yeah,
form,
that's true. Which Patrick also maybe he doesn't hold
He
up.
lives
as
under a
well.
rock.
Yeah, it's true, and he's a starfish. Like you can't expect him to be this fucking sharpest tool in the shed.
No.
Yeah. Do you reckon SpongeBob is offensive? I don't know.
SpongeBob.
Yeah,
The product.
Yeah, like the show. Like, do you reckon like the kids these days, like when they will go back and watch American Pie, and they're like, "Oh, this is offensive," and you're like, "No, it's not. It's just made in the fucking late '90s and 2000s."
Yeah, no, I don't think SpongeBob would ever fall from that. I think it was pretty like ahead of its time. SpongeBob.
Yeah, that's
pretty
true.
genius television show.
And I think he was like the first. Well, I think he's one of the first gay cartoon characters.
Is that confirmed?
Is SpongeBob
Well,
gay?
the creator said that. So yeah.
But is that like a J.K. Rowling like retroactively making?
No, I think if you watch SpongeBob, like he's not. It's almost. I wouldn't say gay, but he's like. It's not a thing. They're just like animals. You know what I mean? It's like he's attracted to whatever.
Yeah.
They do that in the show throughout,
Yeah, that's true.
without being overt.
Yeah, and he's quite flamboyant.
Yeah,
In a lot of like he likes a Hawaiian shirt. Well, I like Hawaiian shirts.
Yeah, you're wearing a
one right
Hawaiian shirt right now.
That's true. Yeah.
And you are one of the most heterosexual people I've ever met.
Yeah, but I can be kind of flamboyant in certain things.
Yeah, true. You let your feminine side show every now and then.
Yeah, I do. I'm not like an overtly manly man.
Yeah, no.
No. Awkward silence.
I thought you were going to go on.
Think about it.
I thought.
Oh, you guys expecting me to say more?
I'm giving that a minute to process. But anyway, moving on. Also, do you know what the Mafia stands for in Junior Mafia? Little tidbit here. Stands for Masters at Finding Intelligent Attitudes.
That's pretty bad.
That is a fucking dumb acronym.
It's best to be left as an acronym, I think.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh my god.
Tell him when I used to mess with gentlemen, straight up apostles, now strictly N-words that jostle.
So does that mean she had some sugar daddies back in the day, and now she's just with like her boys from the street who are rapping with her?
Yeah, because the apostles like like Jesus like crew.
Yeah.
Yeah, potentially. I really don't know what these lines mean.
Are they
to be honest.
jostling? Are they jostling for position in some like?
Maybe for fame, or I don't know. Maybe she's talking about like jostlers as like a synonym for hustlers. I don't know. But the thing is, Kim came from like a pretty turbulent family. Like she was out on the street at like age 14. So I can't imagine that when she's saying she used to mess with gentlemen, that like she was flying in high circles.
Yeah, you're talking probably like. Do you reckon she sold her body at stages to survive?
Potentially. There's nothing out there on the internet about her ever doing sex work, but you never know. Never know.
Yeah.
Got to make ends meet, and sometimes that's the best way to do it.
Yeah. Unfortunately for some, we don't know. Unfortunately, it's a career for some people. In Australia, it's legal.
Oldest career in existence.
That's what they say. It's, well, I think if you work out of a brothel, nothing wrong with that, But I guess if you still be on the streets, and it's a bit dangerous and scary.
And you got a lot of people who probably do runners on you.
Yeah, I imagine
Unscrupulous folk.
I know cab drivers hate that, but I imagine if you let someone fuck you and then they ran away.
Oh, yeah, it'd feel fucking awful.
I feel they're probably getting much worse than just guys running away on them.
Oh, yeah, well, we know from all the serial killer stuff that we listen to and watch that
they famously...
A lot of them are often victims of fucking horrendous serial killers.
Yeah, and also because of the times as well where police just didn't really see them as human beings.
Yeah.
And it was definitely more people of like certain racial backgrounds of prostitutes who were getting it.
Like Pig Boy, fucking Robert Hansen, like when he was killing prostitutes and they were like, to the Vancouver police, they were like, hey, there's like a lot of women missing from the streets, and they're like, they're fucking, who cares?
Yeah, they're not really people.
Yeah, they just didn't give a shit.
Pretty horrible.
They reckon at one stage, an area I used to live near, actually, East Hastings, there was about 4 serial killers.
In Vancouver?
Yeah.
Where he was?
Yeah, in that area that was picking up prostitutes.
That seems like...
So you're thinking about, it's like maybe 200, 300 women that went missing over like in the early 2000s, late 90s, that just like... people just didn't give a fuck about.
That's a lot of like serial killers in the one area. You like.
Well, if you've been to East Hastings and you want to, your MO is killing ladies of the night or people that people won't be looking for as much. It's rife for it even today.
Did you not see a crack addict die in the street with your own eyes?
I did. I did watch a crack addict die in the streets.
I thought Vancouver was just.
It was pretty interesting watching it. Like it wasn't. I was just having a cigarette and I was like, oh, this guy looks like he's having a crazy time and. He died.
I thought Vancouver was like hella gentrified these days. Like it was all just like a playground for like the rich of Canada.
Maybe
the thing that they don't want to talk about too much is that Vancouver is the only place in the winter where you can survive on the streets because it only gets to about -4 or -5 coldest.
That's why there's lots of homeless people.
That's why they migrate every year, and even also from
same as San Fran and LA.
Exactly, because like in Toronto and even Edmonton and shit, you're gonna like freeze to death. So so they can sleep out in the streets and huddle together, which is fucked up. Like.
Still fucking cold.
Yeah, it's still cold as fuck, but it's cold enough where you won't die of the cold, which is, that's why you have mass migrations there every year. So in those times, like East Hastings gets complete, like it looks like Skid Row if you've seen photos of Skid Row.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Anyway.
Killer N-word for the figure. How you figure. Your cheddar will be better. Beretta inside of Beretta. Nobody do it better. Bet I wet ya like hurricanes and typhoons.
What's the Beretta with the Beretta thing?
Is that just a gun?
It's a gun, but like, how is it?
Beretta is an Italian firearms manufacturer.
Yeah, I knew the gun part.
Thought he just dies there, but just like, blow your minds.
Because you're Italian, I don't know. You might have been proud to know that. It's actually the oldest firearms components manufacturer in the world.
Wow.
Okay, should have led with that.
Mind blow. Yeah, fuck.
I think.
I'm so proud of my people.
Anyway, I think here she's just simply talking about her murderous instincts. Like, I don't think there's really much.
Well, like,
more
wet you, like wet you, like as in shoot you, kill you.
Yeah. Which we've talked about the term wet on the show before.
Yeah, like wet works.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't really think there's much more
no.
to annotate them. Got buffoons eating my pussy while I watch cartoons.
That's an amazing one.
Sleep till noon. Rap Pam Greer's here.
Got buffoons eating my pussy while I watch cartoons. Just imagine
Love
just like with
that.
cereal and cartoons. And like,
She's got the cereal bowl on his head.
this guy's just like working the hardest he ever has in his life.
Yeah,
and she's
he's
just like, oh, it's Saturday
She's like,
morning.
it's funny when Jerry chases.
Sleep till noon. Okay. Rap Pam Grier.
So she's like, Pam Grier, the actor.
Yeah, I would say so. I don't know.
Yeah,
I
actually, I guess like Pam Grier is in a lot of movies, and she's like kind of overlooked a lot of the time. Like, when you think of great actresses, people don't shout out. They go Meryl Streep and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I think Pam Grier has a lot of range, and she is a good actress.
Tarantino described her as the world's first female action actor.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, basically.
I'm full of just like boring bland tidbits. Well,
And I just don't give a fuck what that guy has to say these days. Like, just fuck off, Quentin Tarantino.
Yeah, he's annoying as fuck. I would hate to have a beer with the guy. Like,
He's got Asperger's. Like,
yeah, he's probably got something.
Oh, for
going
sure.
on.
Yeah.
If you've got an IQ that high, it's usually pretty highly correlated with
and
how
he's
deep
just
on
like,
the spectrum you are.
it's like, oh yeah, she's the first dude. What about just spitting on, fucking Uma Thurman in Kill Bill, not even asking her about it, or like when he wanted to strangle a lady because he wanted to make it look realistic. It's like, you're a fucking weirdo, cunt. Fuck off.
He's a bit of a wacko.
Yeah.
Yeah, focus on fate.
And some of his last couple of movies have been shit.
Yeah, see, I think you're on your own with that, bro. I liked Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
The ending was dope, but there's like fucking an hour and a half that just can go fuck
I did watch it
itself.
in 2 sessions, I will say.
Yeah,
so
go
there's that.
see that in the movie cinema. Watch that in the movies and come back to me, bud. And same with fucking Hateful Eight.
Yeah, I
Watch
never
that.
saw it.
Watch that in one sitting at the cinema, and you're like, fucking wrap it up.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sometimes, anyway, go ahead.
The genius annotation, if you want to hear it from the user who contributed to it, says, like blaxploitation films, which Pam Grier was known to be starring in, her music embraces the taboo as a mode of empowerment.
Yeah, 100%. That's actually like...
Which
yeah.
sums it up like perfectly. I probably should have just led with that.
Fuck,
but
by the way, I was even thinking about Judy Greer.
I was going to say that to you a minute ago. I was like, I think Ray's thinking of Judy Greer this whole time. Because you were like, yeah, underrated actress. And I was like, she's just known for like blaxploitation.
Yeah,
Jackie
no,
Brown.
I was like, as soon as you said, I was like, oh, fucking Jackie Brown, Pam Grier.
I didn't want to assume that you got the wrong one. So I was going to let you roll with it.
Yeah,
I knew it was gonna come out,
because fucking Pam Grier's in half the Judy Greer is actually in heaps of movies.
I do agree with the Judy Greer statements you made. Though.
Oh yeah. Sorry,
Judy
yeah.
Greer's rad, bro.
Yeah,
shout out to Jude.
yeah.
Shout out to Judy Greer and Pam Grier, I guess. But you're definitely, Pam Grier. You know Judy Greer.
That's like an understandable mistake.
Yeah.
It would be really weird if Lil Kim was just like, I'm the rap Judy Greer. Judy Greer.
Judy Greer. Yeah, I don't know why I thought that. But yeah, anyway, I got my Greers
comparison
mixed.
from
Got my
Lil
Greers
Kim,
mixed
if that
up.
was it.
Yeah, it does make... They're both the first women to sort of do that and be the face of that, so...
Yeah.
100%.
And I stand by the fact that I think Judy is overlooked.
Yeah, totally.
Point taken. Baby drinkers beware. Mostly Dolce wear. Dolce,
Dolce
whatever.
Gabbana, yeah.
Frank kill N-words wives for 1.5.
Is she speaking about Biggie when she says Frank?
Yeah,
Frank
one of
White?
his- yeah.
Go ahead. Baby drinkers.
So they can't hold their alcohol, maybe, possibly.
Yeah, I think she's just talking about like wannabe rappers, people who are like coming for her and Biggie's like position.
Yeah.
They see themselves as like the top of the rap hierarchy.
The higher echelon of rap.
They are the apex predators of the rap worlds, and they're given a stern warning to all of these other lowling groups, their subordinates, saying, watch your step.
Don't get it
Because
twisted.
Biggie kills for 1.5, I'm guessing mil. Fuck, he's got a high price.
Maybe it was $1.50.
In which case, bro, you need to do some more economics on that. I swear you could just charge, like $3. You'd be doubling your price and probably still getting all that work.
Yeah, and also I don't know if you can get a hitman for $1.50. They're probably going to want at least a couple of 100,000.
You'd think so.
Probably.
I've never murdered for money, but I'd ask for at least a couple of 100 G's.
No, and I've never asked for a quote. Not yet, anyway.
Yeah. I think on the deep web you can.
Doesn't surprise me at all. You probably have to pay in crypto, your favourite type of payment method.
Oh, yeah, how's that been going lately, eh?
I haven't been paying attention. While you struggle and strive, we pick up which Bens to drive. The mafia, you want to be 'em. Most of your N-words can't eat without per diem. I'm rich, I'ma stay that bitch.
That's a pretty good line too.
Yeah, I like that per diem line. It's good.
Do I need to give like a stale explanation of what per diem is?
Yeah, stale it up. Come on.
Go on.
It's Latin for per day. And it's
Yeah.
like a fixed daily allowance that workers usually get when they're sent away from their usual workplace.
That's correct. You get like a food allowance and usually like a accommodation allowance per diem.
Surely if you're a rapper, you get like a bit of an extra fun allowance. I guess that's what's in the rider, like a blow and champagne allowance.
Yeah, do you think they say that though? Yeah, they probably would have some sort of contract where it's like miscellaneous, this stuff.
Stuff
Yeah.
that doesn't have to necessarily be registered.
Yeah.
Stuff that you can't get receipts to show
Yeah,
the
like,
tax person at.
or like
the end of the year.
like a fund allowance or something. What's a professional way of saying?
Well, they did that on. Is that what you just said? You're talking about Easy
entertainment
Rider?
allowance. Yeah.
Sorry?
Talking about Easy Rider, the film? Is that what you just said?
No.
I heard you say rider at some point.
Like a rider,
Like a
that's
write
what-
up, like a contract.
Right
Yeah.
up.
No, I said rider, as in
Yeah,
like
yeah.
what a like performing artist gets and can request. You know, like in the green room, they'll request like a rider, which is their fucking big esky full of like all sorts of fruit and veg. And
Right, I didn't know.
Yeah, like who was that
lobster
famous
and-
band that asked for like only like brown M&Ms?
I'm pretty sure it's the Rolling Stones.
Yeah,
Wasn't it dumb because they were trying to test like
just to make
the
sure that
booking
they
agent?
they wanted to make sure that they did everything that they say. So they
Yeah.
put in some ridiculous things to
Yeah.
And then I think a few musicians over the years have really like, I was actually watching this thing on super yachts yesterday, and apparently this woman, she liked to have her baths with only Avion water.
That is
What a fucking wank.
For what purpose, dude?
Yeah, like what a waste of bottled water as well. Like you're bathing in it, bitch. You're not fucking drinking it.
Did
Like-
she say that it like provided any benefit as
Nah,
opposed
they
to
didn't. They were just
regular
giving
tap water?
examples of like the kind of almost the same kind of demands that people who rent super yachts have. And the guy was like, here's a kind of. I guess he was just saying here's a kind of crazy one.
The
that
money,
you
the
just said.
money in like working on a super yacht or like renting out super yachts would be so nice. But imagine having to deal with the entitlement of that echelon of people every day.
Yeah, like they were saying that they will sit on the toilet and they'll look for a fingerprint and they'll blow up if they see a fingerprint. Like
Yeah,
if they see a smudge. Like you were working for the top dogs of absolute fucking cunts.
My mum
Yeah.
manages a beach house and just does the cleaning herself because, like, why would she pay someone to do that? She could just do it, right?
Yeah.
So she does, like, and mum knows how to do that stuff. So mum goes in there and cleans it, and then it's doctors who come here. It's like a holiday house for them, for like these 4 doctors. Doctors are all lovely men. All of their wives are the biggest arseholes in the world. Same thing. They'll go through every single thing in the house and pick one bit of dust off the television and say that mum didn't like dust the TV. She's like, oh, I actually did. You've just like gone under the TV to pull that out.
Yeah,
That's
you
how
really
insane-
brought your own like bag of dust, planted
Yeah,
some.
seriously. And then when they leave, it's just like mess
Yeah.
everywhere. Food, water, like shit all over the floor, like wet towels all in the washing machine, in the dryer hanging out, like nothing. Like they ruined everything when they're there.
Yeah.
And then she cleans up after her, manages all their finances, shit, all the stuff they have to do, and then they come back. She's like, there's a little bit of dust on this television. Yeah, well, then wipe it off, bitch. Right?
Yeah, I know. Some people are just
Deal
like,
with it.
it's
Deal
kind
with
of
it.
amazing. It's amazing that you can be like, like that well off, and then you just focus on these really minuscule, fucking
Just have all the
sad
time in
things.
the
It's like,
world when you're a doctor's
dude, get a
wife.
fucking hobby, bro. Like, Jesus Christ, like, play some Xbox. Just chill the fuck out. Like,
Start a podcast.
start a fucking podcast. Yeah, work out. What I don't know what people fucking do, but. You got to have something better to do with your time than complain about a bit of
Like,
dust.
what does that woman get out of doing that?
Yeah, I know. Well, yeah. Anyway.
Just to remind the lower class that they're lower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Elitist dogs. Yuppie scum, as old order Hunter S. Thompson would say.
But anyway, speaking of riches, I think Lil Kim is trying to hammer home the point that she is rich.
Yeah.
Maybe picking up dust off other people's.
No, but I like to
TVs.
think that because she came from a really impoverished upbringing, that she
There's a
would.
bit of humility.
Yeah,
She
exactly.
understands the ways of like the poor and destitute.
Yeah, like she might, like sure she wants you to eat her pussy while she's eating, like watching cartoons, but she's not going to really have a go at you for not properly cleaning the room that she's staying in. I like to believe that. Like maybe that's,
It was kind of ironic that she talks about being super rich because in 2018 she filed for bankruptcy.
oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah, but rappers aren't often great with their money.
No. I guess when you're spending that much on plastic surgery, you got some serious debts to settle.
Yeah, she probably had some good doctors.
She's giving money to these doctors so they can treat their wives to a holiday home.
Good tie-in. Nice.
Circle. Yeah.
That's what I do. That's the only thing I know how to do is segues.
Segues and
Fucking
ties.
segue machine. Help me. All right, verse 2. Lil Kim with a little feature from Biggie Smalls himself. Who you lovin', who you wanna be huggin', roll with N-words that be thuggin', buggin', in the tunnel and Essos, sippin' espresso, cappuccino with Nino.
Shit. I'm pretty lost on a lot of that.
Alright,
Tunnel and Essos, Nino.
All right, so I'll give you the definition of those two things, or fill you in, because otherwise you'll just be like scratching your heads.
Yeah.
They're proper nouns, so like they're not actually referring to tunnels. The
Yeah, I
piece
gathered
of
that
infrastructure.
from the capital.
Yeah, okay.
So Tunnel was a nightclub in Chelsea, and Essos was a club in Midtown, and both were prominent clubs for rap gigs back in the day. Couple of little tidbits about Tunnel, if you want to hear them.
Yeah, go. Hit us up.
Vin Diesel was a bouncer there for a period.
Nice.
A scene from Kids was shot at that club.
And we can do a little tie-in for last week's episode.
We can. And it
Family.
was also
Family.
frequented by Patrick Bateman in American Psycho.
Oh, fuck yeah. Yeah, I remember in the book especially, his mate goes nuts and runs through Tunnel.
I haven't read the book, but...
Yeah, he goes
there you
missing,
go.
and then he comes back like at the very end of the book, and he's like, "Where have you been?" He's like, "Oh, I went to rehab." And he's like, "Oh, shit."
That's quick.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah, they do go. I know they go there in the book. I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's just like a very famous and prominent club in the scene.
Yeah. Cool.
And Nino
I like those fun facts.
Nino, I don't know if either of you have seen the movie New Jack City.
I have.
Nino Brown, played by Wesley Snipes, drug kingpin in the movie.
Yeah. It's an okay film. It's pretty of its time. It's a bit dumb.
Bit dated now.
Yeah, I think it was dated but it got referenced, like Biggie Smalls and like a lot of 90s rappers referenced
Yeah, that's
it.
the only way I heard of that movie, through rap. Bow Wow has an album, of all people. Bow Wow has an album called New Jack City 2.
Yeah.
That's where I first heard of that.
I forgot who the protagonist is in it. It's like, it's Ice-T, I believe.
That's cool.
Yeah. So maybe that's why. You know, like it's got a famous rapper, you know, before he became a procedural
A lot of
TV
people
cop.
reference Juice as well,
Yeah. Juice!
which I have seen, but I don't remember. I don't really
Deep
think it
Blue
was that
Sea! Sorry.
In terms of annotating the lines, I'm not really sure. I think it's just a bunch of name dropping.
She goes club to club, and she's like a kingpin.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And she's getting the treatment of like a mafia star.
Yeah.
She's going to all these exclusive clubs, no doubt cutting the line, going to the best VIP booth.
Spending all her money, and now she's filing for bankruptcy.
Exactly. Now she's stuck with Katz's Delicatessen. Well, I'm not sure if that's necessarily stuck. They're still like $17 pastrami sandwiches.
They are expensive. They're pretty good, but
They're fucking good. On a mission for the Lucicrino, I used to wear Moschino, but every bitch got it. Now I rock colourful minks because my pockets stay knotted. C note after C note, Frank Boat hold 15.
well, I remember from another episode, C note is $100 bill, right?
Yeah.
So pockets are stacked to the brim. It's
Yeah.
causing a knot. Like she's got so much stuff in there. It's
Like when you put your headphones in your pocket and it's like they come out. I'm talking the corded, back in the good old days when you had corded headphones.
I still have corded headphones.
Yeah, so do I. I've got some in my pocket right now.
Not me. I got
Those
them.
things are going to be fucking knotted.
Man, when you go Bluetooth, you never want to go back and living like a peasant. That fucking
I've got Bluetooth, and you know what? I kind of like the corded option.
Fuck
There's no fucking around with Bluetooth. There's
You
no
know what?
fucking around
It
with
is
the settings
annoying
on
when
the
you
phone.
leave the house and you realize you haven't charged it, and you've just got this little brick that does nothing in your pocket all day.
Waste of
it'd be
space.
annoying.
It's just fucking
Whereas
so
this thing,
dumb.
these things, they'll never
Yeah,
have to be worried about battery.
Yeah, that's true. They break a lot easier though, I find.
They do, yeah. And the little connection's not great. But anyway, Moschino, Moschino, I don't know how to fucking
Moschino
pronounce it.
sounds
Moschino. Luxury Italian fashion brand, popular in streetwear scene, mid to late 90s.
He must have faded a bit because I've never heard of it. Like,
No, neither.
people don't seem to be rocking it these days. I guess they're what they call fast fashion, right? Some things really stay test the time and others don't.
I don't think that's technically what fast fashion
Yeah,
means,
I
but-
don't think so.
No, I
it
think
works
fast
in
fashion
some-
more refers to like
Like,
pumping
just like-
out a bunch of garments that have like no kind of integrity and will
Yeah, take
break
forever to
on you.
break down and like it's
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
but also
okay.
can
cheap
refer
to make
to
and like
like the quick pumping out of trends.
Yeah, that's what I was using it for.
yeah. That's I think it works in that context. I'm gonna take it.
But basically, I think Kim sees everybody now on the street wearing it, and it's like it's not fashionable anymore. It used to
Yeah.
be exclusive,
Yeah.
not anymore.
Yeah, fair enough. I get that. You want to stand out from the crowd. You don't want to rock the same shit. As
Yeah,
everyone
so do you
else.
like something specifically when it's small because you find like a personal connection with it, and then once it gets big, and then it's like it's such a blanket over everyone that some people are going to get what it is for what it is, but there's so many people like paying attention to it that so many going to miss the mark and just be like, that's kind of cool.
Yeah,
And that's why people get the shits. And
like
things go
Supreme
mainstream.
originally, like Supreme, like 15 years ago, I think it was like a kind of cool brand.
Yeah.
And now it's like a bit of a wank
Yeah,
because
everything
you just
goes
see-
in that way.
You just see rich kids who just don't,
Have
Yeah.
any kind of taste or appreciation for
yeah, they're just like, oh, I wanted to spend
exclusivity of fashion.
$600 on a shirt, and also originally Supreme shirts didn't cost that much money, but
Yeah, because it's like the most basic kind of labeling.
yeah.
All it is just pure marketing machine, pure advertising.
They are a marketing machine. Like they sold bricks for actual like bricks that you build a house with that said Supreme on it
Do they
for
also have-
$1,000 each, and they sold out.
No.
Do
They
they have?
sold out of those bricks.
That's like the classic thing of like selling ice to Eskimos.
Yeah, seriously. That's crazy.
I know. It's like they must have been in this room and they were like, "What is the craziest shit we can get these kids to buy?" And they were
what can
like,
we get
"What about a
away
brick?
with?"
Like a brick? Like yeah, like a brick."
I honestly, you're saying that as a joke. I feel like you half believe that too. I honestly reckon that's what happened. Like,
yeah, I know. Yeah, it's pretty possible, man. Like,
It's hilarious.
like what is the useless, dumbest thing that we can sell to people,
Yeah.
and they will spend the most amount of money on it? A brick. Like a giant paperweight,
Something-
essentially. Like
something
not enough
that
to
you
build a
could-
fucking house. Like not enough to build a fucking fireplace. Just a brick
Yeah,
for
like Supreme pens would be better,
$1,000.
you know?
Yeah, like yeah. Anyway,
Do they sell the mortar as well to go with it?
nah, I think mortar costs like another $650.
Do like a little collab with Gucci, Supreme X Gucci mortar. There's a Genius annotation on here that says that this is potentially a dig at well-known Lil Kim rival Foxy Brown.
Ooh, I was going to bring up Foxy Brown earlier when we were talking about Lil Kim being like that chick and the girl in the rap game who's like, first one to rap like this.
Yeah, I'd say
Foxy
that
probably wasn't as like intense, but she's like,
pretty gangster.
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
I'd say a better rapper.
Yeah, 100%. I definitely prefer
Yeah.
Foxy, yeah.
So you reckon Foxy Brown, ground zero of this kind of promiscuous rap style.
Yeah, I don't know who came first. I don't know.
But
Yeah,
then,
because,
but then Lil
'cause
Kim took it to whole new
Foxy was more in
heights.
like Team Nas, like that camp.
Yeah, with
Was
Jay-Z
like-
and that
yeah,
as well,
like-
originally.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well, because Jay-Z had lines in the song Ain't No N-Word where he talked about how fly Foxy Brown looked in Moschino.
and I guess
Is that he says that in the song.
Yeah.
On One of Reasonable Doubt.
I'm not sure what album that's
I'm
off.
pretty sure, yeah.
yeah, and I guess Jay-Z was friends with Biggie and Nas,
Yeah.
but then had that famous
Yeah.
rivalry with Nas, and Biggie died. So
Yeah.
yeah. I don't know. I'd say I like Foxy Brown's music more,
Yeah,
but I haven't listened to a whole bunch of Lil Kim.
This album slaps for the most part. There's some really fucking heavy bass lines on it.
So it's like sonically, it's a
Okay.
good time.
Yeah. And also this song, like lyrically, well, I mean, we'll do our BPMs at the end. So let's not get too ahead of
Give it away,
ourselves. Plus the Cartera, you think you're greater. Ugh. And now we enter Biggie Smalls. You N-words, got some audacity. You sold 1 million, now you half of me. Get off my dick, kick a bitch.
What is he kicking a bitch? As in like a dog? Is that what he's using that?
Kick it, bitch.
Oh,
I think he's
kick
just
it,
like
bitch.
he's just because now then it goes back to Lil Kim after he just says these 3 lines.
Oh, that's it.
yeah, 3-line feature.
Fuck yeah, good. Good. Is it like when you listen to the song? Does it say featuring Biggie Smalls?
No, unfortunately.
Oh, okay.
No, I don't think it does anymore. But when it first came out, Blonde, there were certain versions that actually said featuring Kendrick Lamar on one of the songs, and literally Kendrick, you wouldn't even know it's him. He just pops in the background like maybe twice the song, and he just goes smoke, and that's
Yeah.
it. No idea it's him. But
But I
I
get-
remember when it came out, it was like, oh, Kendrick Lamar's in the album featured on this song, and me and my mate Joel were just like, oh man, it's gonna be amazing.
When you
Yeah, that's a
And it
bit.
was just that. And we're
'cause
like, okay.
when you've got someone like a Biggie or a Kendrick, you want to like promote that as much as possible. Like a Supreme Brick, you just want to put it out there, even though it has no kind of like actual function being there because they rarely feature on it.
Yeah, I don't know, but like it's like Carly. What's her name? You're so vain. You're so
Yeah,
vain.
know the song.
yeah. Like like Mick Jagger is doing the backup vocals in that song.
Whoa.
Little known fact because
Whoa.
they don't. Yeah, and in like Satellite of Love, Lou Reed, guess who's singing the backup vocals in that? David
Mick
Bowie.
Jagger.
David Bowie's going, Satellite of Love in the background. Yeah. I only figured that out just because of the record of Transformer. I was just reading all the people who worked on each track, and then it just says like backup vocals, David Bowie. Like, oh, what?
Yeah.
There you go. But I guess
David, you sneaky boy.
yeah, but I guess they not have that rapper energy. But it's good that Biggie didn't get put on the track as featuring, because that doesn't seem like he's done enough.
Yeah, it seems a little lazy.
It just seems like a quick shout out in the middle of the song.
Yeah.
And I think Biggie's just backing up previous lines that Kim has spat in, that, there's all these wannabe rappers who are coming up and they think that they're, they sell, what does he say? Sell $1 million, and they think that they're like, even half of what Biggie Smalls is. And he's like, nah, just because you sold a few records doesn't mean you can come to my level of supremacy.
Yeah.
Check my pitch.
There's levels to it, essentially.
There is.
Yeah.
Check my pitch, authentic persona, and I'll stick your mums for her stocks and bonds. I got that bomb-ass cock, a good-ass shock, with hardcore flows to keep an N-word dick rock.
Shit.
Shit.
To keep it rock.
Her rhymes are Viagra.
And she can fuck? Is that it? Like,
Yeah.
she's good at fucking?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I imagine she'd be pretty good at fucking.
She's good at fucking, and also will fuck around your mum and steal her assets.
Yeah, I don't know why she just threw
stocks
that in
and
there.
bonds.
Yeah, well, I don't know what she's bragging about it. I'm going to destroy your life.
From the inside out, jeez.
Yeah, okay. Go ahead, little
Yeah,
Kim.
Better hope that your mum didn't buy, like, Apple stocks back when they were worth fucking pennies, and now they're...
Yeah. I was looking it up in the 80s, though, late 80s, they were worth like less than a cent.
And yeah, if somebody's mum then happened to hold them,
They were like, oh, this seems like a fun company. And then they bought like
then-
$1,000 worth.
yeah, and then little Kim would come along and be like, "That's now mine."
I don't know how she's going to retrieve these stocks off her. Like,
I don't know the logistics of it either, but maybe back in the day it was all just like paper and pen rather than all these digital transactions.
oh, yeah, go ahead. You can just steal the paper, do a bit of forgery.
Is how I would surmise this goes down. But anyway, sipping Zinfandel up in Chippendales, shopping Bloomingdale's for Prada bags. Female Don Dada has no problem splitting cream with my team. Straight shit like it's 9:15. Know what I mean?
Shit.
Is Zenyatta alcohol? Or no?
The Zinfandel that you're talking about?
Zinfandel, sorry.
Female Don Dada. Or Zinfandel is a type of red wine.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's a varietal,
Yeah.
right?
Okay, let's see if we can knock these out like one at a time. She's sipping red wine
Yep.
up in Chippendales.
Which is an area of New York.
I know, like the Chippendales calendars with like the sexy shirtless men.
I think Chippendales is in New York. I don't know. I'm going to Google this on the fly. Yeah, it is. I think it's a touring dance troupe known for male striptease.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking
performances.
of. And they have like a calendar each year and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So she's drinking red wine.
She could be saying that. Yeah.
She's like hanging with really sexy shirtless men.
It's like Magic Mike style stuff.
Yeah, okay. So she's hanging with Magic Mike,
Yeah.
Drinking
She's shopping Bloomingdale's?
which is
Is
that
it
is
a store or an area, like a boulevard or something? Or?
Luxury department store that started in New York.
Okay.
one of the first shopping malls to ever created, right?
Sure.
Well,
I think it's like second or third. Like,
Okay.
yeah.
We'll go with that. For Prada bags, the female Don Dada has
Which
no problem.
Biggie Smalls calls himself the Don Dada.
Does he?
Yeah.
Weirdly enough, I was going to bring back
Crazy.
50 Cent again. He also has a line. It's the original Don Dada. You heard what I said, boy. I'm hot. I'm hot.
Stop rapping 50 Cent.
Love 50, dude. Oh, that 150 album, nothing else.
What, Get Rich or Die Trying?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think The Massacre's not bad.
Oh, yeah, just a little bit.
Yeah, there's some good songs. Disco Inferno.
Disco Inferno. Yeah, actually, okay. The Mask is not bad.
Yeah. But it did get worse and worse and worse.
I didn't hate the Before I Self-Destruct one, but I couldn't take a single song off it now.
Right,
Yeah,
well,
Because I
'cause
bought it at the time and I was like 16.
as much as we love 50 Cent and the fact that he's brought up Don Dada and has been a good tie-in, you still got some annotating to do here.
We're trying to figure out what Don Dada is. But Biggie's brought him up and 50 has.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Kim has.
And Kim has. What is he?
I don't know who fucking Don Dada
Oh,
is.
that's what
Dude,
you
I think
No,
you
I
did
thought-
research. Remember what happened?
Yeah, what's going on in
I-
research,
No,
dog?
I looked who Don Dada is, and there's nothing really there. There's the original Don Dada, which refers to Louis Rankin, who's a Grammy Award winner from 1992.
Maybe that's
It says
it.
here on Urban Dictionary, Don Dada stands for the daddy of dons. Define a don, then add respectability. Oh, it's like the Don. Is that what they're saying?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
there's
Don
another.
Dada.
There's another.
And it does tie in with the fact that these guys love that real mafioso-esque style, they love that world and they imitated it a lot, like a lot of these 90s rappers. So that makes sense. Just calling yourself a Don.
No trouble splitting cream with my team. She's generous. She likes
Splitting
to-
cream, like, is that as in splooge or is in
No, I think she's referring to cash.
cash,
Yeah.
not
The
cum?
old Lucicrino.
Yes.
I'm just going to quickly come in here and throw this one in too. There is Bernard Don Borty, who's also known as Don Dada, and he is a retired Ghanaian football player. And he played as an attacking winger.
Give us a position, okay.
Man, so many different varieties on Don Dada. I love how versatile.
Although he
Don
was
Dada
born
is.
in 82 and he's only 39 now. So he would have been, 14 when this song came out? So probably not referring to this guy.
He showed promise like Kim did from a young age.
Yeah, she saw a lot in old Don Dada.
She's precocious like Don Dada, the football star. The relatively obscure football star, Don Dada. And shit straight like 9:15. Know what I mean?
Yeah, okay, I know what you mean.
Dude,
Is that because on the clock,
Because
it's
on the
like
clock.
a straight line?
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought that was
That's pretty clever, actually.
Quite
Yeah. Yeah, good on us.
Go on.
last lines. Cruise the Diamond District with my biscuit, flossing my Rolex wrist shit. I'm a rich. I'ma stay that bitch. Well, you're not too rich anymore, are you?
Oh, shots fired. What? She's cruising with her biscuit. Is she referring to her vagina or?
I was thinking bouteille, if anything.
Yeah, I thought that's what biscuit was referring to here. Well, at least what I looked up on Urban Dictionary, which refers to a biscuit as an ass, a tush, a booty, etc. By Phil in April 2004.
Oh, I thought biscuit also could be pussy. Snatch.
Could be like you want to butter somebody's biscuit.
Yeah, butter the biscuit.
I feel like that's still talking about a buttress, though.
Okay, whatever. It's butt. Fine. She's cruising down the street with her butt.
Yeah. No, I'm flossing my Rolex for a shit. She's got a very expensive watch on her wrist.
Yes.
Yeah,
I'm rich. I'm gonna stay that bitch. That's the song.
that's it.
Yeah.
I definitely reckon the guy eating her pussy while she's watching cartoons was the best.
Here's a good one.
That was
Buffoons watching cartoons.
Yeah, buffoons while she's watching cartoons. That was my favorite line for sure. That gets a A+.
Yeah.
All right. Well, with that in mind and going down this path, you want to throw some BPMs at it?
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna say like I don't have a huge connection to the song at all, really. So I'm just going just off the lyrics, and I'm gonna have to say like 340. It's like very standard Lil Kim and almost Biggie Smalls. Not a whole lot being said other than just like I'm dope, I'm good at rapping, I'm rich, which I love sometimes from that era and that time. But nothing really going on. Pretty repetitive.
Nothing groundbreaking.
Nothing groundbreaking.
Nothing that makes you think too hard.
Yeah. But I don't want to
some real-
there was some fun wordplay and cool things in there, and I'm gonna go say 320.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
I've realised just now that when we do the BPMs that I've never really like looked at it as like a 5-star thing because we do it out of 500.
Yeah.
And I think I've been too generous and then I've just had this thought now. So I've been given a lot of like 420s, a lot of 430s, to songs that are just like,
Yeah, bro.
you know what I mean?
Calibrate those BPMs.
So
Yeah. He's having a recalibration.
I was ready to come in with this one, but the same thing and be like, I'll get like 450, man. It's got some cool bars, some funny bits. No, dude. After what you just said, then 100%, dude. It's like if I had to rate it out of 5 stars, it's like a 2.5 or over a 3, bro.
Yeah,
it's like 280. I'd give it. Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
That's fair because
Maybe
like
more room for
realistically,
personality.
like she doesn't say anything. Like
No, she's got a couple of clever lines in there. I will give her that.
yeah,
And if the bass line's as good as Kieran says it is, then
yeah, it's true.
Not particularly in this song.
But I do think
Yeah, as a whole, okay.
she's one of those artists that definitely met the right people, aka Biggie Smalls, the Notorious Big, because she was able to build a lot of a career off it, which respect to her. But
it's a very serendipitous way to get picked up.
yeah, and she is no Foxy Brown, from the same time. I think Foxy had a way harder style and was a way better rapper lyrically.
Right.
Yeah. I just, I think I just said that because they were rivals and stuff, but they're from the same time period and things like that. And I'd even say some of the modern guys like Cardi B and Megan Stallion and fucking Nicki Minaj, and I think even they're better rappers. And even though like they're even better at being explicit and stuff.
Well, now obviously just because like time's passed on and like rapping's just better in general, but.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I don't agree with that though.
Rapper.
Like always, like there's some guys like say from this time period, like Nas and Jay-Z and Biggie that I think like, like they'll still be listened to 20, 30 years from now because of like their rapping prowess.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think any like Jay-Z would ever be able to do what like Kendrick Lamar can do. And again, two very different artists, but like that's just what I've drawn out.
Jay-Z like
He's
had a
built
different,
off them,
he
you know
didn't
what I
go
mean?
to fucking like Berkeley and like learn,
No, but I'm saying like if without Jay-Z and Biggie and stuff, these guys wouldn't exist. But it's like these guys are like an improved version of them because they learned from them.
Yeah,
It's
sure.
like the evolution.
It's like anything. Yeah,
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
everything's a remix.
And also just on your point about like BPM and being out of 500 and being like a 5-star rating, it's really, we don't actually give a shit about this segment. It can be whatever you want it to be, whatever.
But I just feel like I've been too generous. I feel like I'm being a bit of a bitch.
Yeah, but I agree with him. I usually go out of like, I kind of look at it like a 5-star, but you can get really, we can get really to the point.
Yeah, so I need to do that more. I'm looking at it in like hundreds and I'm like, oh, it's like 70 off. It's like, no, you're giving it like 4.3, bro. Come on.
Because I think really you don't get songs over like 300 BPMs generally, right? Like actual beats per minute.
No. Like 170, 180 would probably be about the highest.
As high as you can go?
Without becoming less music and becoming more just noise.
Yeah.
Yeah, you venture from like the beautiful sounds to disgusting noise.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, okay. Well, what's your BPMs, Kieran?
Yeah.
I'm going to go like 346. Because why not? It's fucking arbitrary at the end of the day. She ticks off all the big themes of the era. Like you say, Romano, not exactly groundbreaking in what she's discussing here. Cash, killing, fucking sex. But, I think she does it in a clever way. Clever enough to get her beyond the kind of average realm of 2.5s. And that's about all I have to say
Yeah, fair enough.
on the critical analyses.
Well, we're going to call it a day, guys.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think that's,
As always, thanks for listening.
Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on Facebook.
follow us on YouTube now as well.
True.
Yeah, we're on YouTube.
Like and subscribe.
Yeah, the numbers are looking pretty sad on there because it's only been out there for about a month or so. So
Yeah, probably not even that.
Yeah, but
and
just,
we got most people listen. I think we don't have a video. We don't have a video component. So it's just an easy way to listen if you've done it on Spotify.
if you like, if you don't have a phone and you got a desktop, you can watch it on YouTube.
You have that tab open and do your thing.
And remember, just always go ahead.
Go ahead. That's
Go
rap
ahead.
reviews and